Hello students, now let us try to understand current division and voltage division rule in a network. Okay, so we already know that current will divide in a parallel network, voltage divide in a series network. Now let us observe. So we have considered a series network. Okay, here this is a series network of resistors R1 and R2, and we have a voltage supply of capital V. So here you can see. So here we have the voltage across resistor R1 is V1 and voltage across resistor R2 is V2. So how can you write those voltages? So according to KVL, and one more thing here, the current in a series network is same. So that should be remembered. Okay, the current in a series network is same. The current through all the series components will be same current. Okay, that means the current through R1 is also a current through R2. That means the current I flows through R1 as well as R2. Current through resistors R1 and R2 are same. Okay, so I can write the voltage across R1, that is V1, voltage across first resistor V1 equal to current into its resistance value R1. Okay, this is by using Ohm's law, right? So you can write also Ohm's law, by Ohm's law. Okay, so V1 equal to, V1 is voltage across our resistor R1, that is current flowing through R1 and its resistance value, and similarly V2 can be written as current through the resistor R2 is also current I because it is a series network. Okay, so V2 will be I into R2. So what is voltage division rule? Voltage will be divided in a series network. This is a series network. The source voltage V is dividing here. That means it is dividing into V1 and V2. Okay, so the source voltage V is sum of our voltage V1 plus V2. So you can see the capital V, the source voltage, is divided into V1 and V2. So this is nothing but a voltage division. Okay, the voltage will be divided in series network. So how can you find your V2 if you have your source voltage? So let us find. So you can find the V1 or V2 with respect to your source voltage also. That is voltage division rule. Okay, so how can you find? So here V2 voltage is some fraction of our source voltage, right? Okay, if the source voltage is 10 volts, let us assume, and let us consider one expression so that you can understand it. So actually by voltage division rule, okay, so the voltage division rule is, we can find the voltage with respect to source voltage. That means here we can find V1 equal to, so we are writing the V1 in terms of resistors and voltage sources. Okay, so V1 equal to source voltage into, because it is a division, voltage division rule. So after considering source voltage, we must consider the same resistor corresponding to this voltage source. So that means V1 equal to V into the same resistor corresponding to V1 is R1. The voltage across V1, the voltage V1 is corresponding to R1, right? So V1 equal to V into corresponding resistor R1 by total resistors. So that is R total. So what is R total here? R total is nothing but total resistance, that is sum of R1 plus R2, because it is a series combination. Okay, so now V1 can be written as source voltage V into R1 by R1 plus R2. So this is expression for voltage division. So you can get the terminal voltage of R1, that is V1, in terms of source voltage as well as resistors. Okay, V1 equal to source voltage into same resistance by total resistance. Okay, so that is V1. We can similarly find V2, that is V2 equal to source voltage V into its corresponding resistance, that is same resistance. What is same resistance here? That is R2 here. V2 corresponding same resistance is R2. So I'm going to write here. So R2 will be R2 by total resistance, R total. Okay, so that will be V into R2 by total resistance for series combination is R1 plus R2. If it is a parallel combination, you must take the parallel combination, but only voltage will be divided in series only. That means the total resistance will be sum of resistors. So this is about finding voltages in a series network. This is a voltage division rule. Okay, by voltage division rule. Okay, so this is how we are going to find individual resistances using source voltage and resistors. So V1 equal to source voltage into R1 by total resistance. V2 equal to source voltage into R2 by total resistance. Okay, so now let us take one problem so that we can understand it clearly. So here is a problem. Okay, so we have a voltage source of 12 volts and resistors connected in series 2 ohms and 2 ohms. Okay, so how can you find the current here? So the current I, what is the current I here? I is nothing but voltage source by total resistance according to Ohm's law. So what is total resistance? RT equal to sum of both the resistors R1 plus R2, because it is a series combination, that is 2 plus 2, that is 4 ohms. Okay, so V is nothing but 12 volts. Okay, so we can find our current I, which equal to voltage source by total resistance. 12 by total resistance is 4 ohms, so the current will be I equal to 12 by 4, that is 3 amperes. Okay, so the current flowing through this circuit is 3 amperes. 3 amperes. Okay, so now let us try to find the voltage across these two resistors. So let us assume this as V1 and this as V2. Okay, so let us find V1. What is V1? So how can we find V1? So according to by voltage division rule, voltage divide in a series network. Okay, so according to voltage division rule, V1 can be written as source voltage V into corresponding resistance R1 by total resistance R1 plus R2. Okay, so V1 can be written as source voltage is 12 volts and V1's corresponding resistance is 2 ohms and the total resistance is sum of these two resistors 2 plus 2. Okay, so I'm going to apply the division rule here. So that will be source voltage 12 into, because the resistance are same, so you can take it like this. So how much it is? It is 12 by 12 into 2 by 4. Okay, you can cross these three. That will be 6 volts. So the source voltage is 12 volts and V1 is 6 volts. Okay, so now let us find V2 similarly. So what is V2? V2 is voltage across our resistor R2 here. So V2 equal to source voltage into same resistance by total resistance. Okay, so V2 is nothing but source voltage V into same resistance. Corresponding resistance is here R2 now by total resistance R1 plus R2. Okay, so let us substitute the values here. So source voltage is 12 volts into R2 is 2 ohms. Total resistance is 2 plus 2 ohms. Okay, so that will be 12 into 2 by 4, which is also equal to 6 volts. Okay, so V2 is also equal to 6 volts. You can see the 12 volts is dividing into 6 volts and 6 volts. Okay, here the equal division is happening because the resistors are same. Same resistors will share the voltage equally. So that is the idea. Okay, if the voltage is different, that means if the resistors are different, the voltage division will be different. Okay, they will divide the voltage corresponding to their resistance values. The more is the resistance, the more will be the voltage across it. Okay, now let us try to understand current division rule. So as I earlier told you, current will divide in parallel network as voltage divide in series network. Okay, so here we have a parallel network. The same terminals are connected together. This is a parallel branch of R1 and R2 resistors, and we have a current source, that is I amperes. Okay, this is current source symbol, and up to this the current I will flow. So after this point the current will divide into two parts. Okay, this is similar to our water flow. There are similar ways to flow to a water. The water will flow into different directions. Okay, the water will flow according to its level. Okay, if the level is low, the water will flow high. If the level is high, the water will flow slow. Similarly, here the current will flow according to its resistance values. Okay, if the resistance is high, the current will less. If the resistance is low, the current will high. Okay, so the current will divide into two components here, I1 and I2. Okay, so total current equal to source current I equal to I1 plus I2 here. Okay, the current is dividing. Okay, now we have to find our branch current, that is I1 and I2. So according to our current division rule, so I1 can be written as source current into, in voltage division rule we have taken the same resistance, but in current division rule we are going to consider the opposite resistance, R2 by, this is R2 by total resistance R1 plus R2. So because we are finding the current in this branch, we have to take the resistance in another branch, which is sharing the same current. Okay, this branch is sharing the current I, this branch is also sharing the current I. So this corresponding opposite resistance to this corresponding resistor is R2, because the current is being shared by this resistance also. So the same current is being shared by this resistance and this resistance. So these two will be opposite resistance. Okay, that depends on the current sharing. Okay? If the current is sharing by the corresponding resistance, that will be opposite resistance. I hope you are getting. So this I current is being shared between these two resistors. So these two will become opposite resistors. Okay, so that is what I did. So I2 will be equal to, sorry, I1 equal to opposite resistor R2 by total resistance R1 plus R2. Similarly, I2 is given as total current, that is source current I into, for I2 current R2 is corresponding resistance, but opposite resistance is R1. So that will be R1 by total resistance R1 plus R2. Okay, so this is nothing but current division rule. So branch current I1 equal to source current I into, this branch current I1 equal to source current I into opposite resistance by total resistance. Okay, so that is I into R2 by R1 plus R2. So I2 equal to I into R1 by R2 plus R2. R1 plus R2. Okay, So let us take one problem so that you can understand it clearly. Okay, so let us have a branch. So let us take one current source of 4 amperes, 2 ohms and 2 ohms. For simplicity, I am taking this same values. Okay, so this 4 ohms will be same until this point. Okay, so the 4 amperes. The current will divide into two parts here. This will be I1, this will be I2. Now let us find I1, I2. So I, which is 4 amperes, is sum of I1 plus I2 here. Okay, so let us find I1 using current division rule. That is I1 equal to source current into, let us consider this R1 and R2, opposite resisted by total resistance R1 plus R2. Okay, so that will be I is current source current, that is 4 amperes, into R2 is 2 ohms by R1 plus R2 is 2 plus 2. Okay, so that will be 4 amps into 2 by 4, that will be 2 amperes. Okay, so I1 is 2 amperes here. Okay, so similarly let us find I2 here. So I2 will be equal to source current I into R1 by R1 plus R2. Okay, so what is I here? That is source current 4 ohms, and R1 is 2 ohms and R2 is 2 ohms. So we can substitute the values here. So 4 into R1 is 2 by 2 plus 2. Okay, that will be, you can cancel 4, that will be 2 amps. So the same current is being divided. Okay, so I1 is 2 amps, I2 is also 2 amps. Why it is happening? Because the resistance values are same, the current will be divided into same. Okay, so the 4 amps will be divided equally, that is I1 is 2 amperes, I2 is also 2 amperes. Okay, so now I am going to give you one example. Okay, so you can find, so I am giving you one assignment. So that is, let us consider this is 10 amp source. So let us have so this is 2 ohms, so this is for 3 ohms. Okay, so I want you to find I1 and I2. Okay, this is another problem for your assignment. Okay, so this is about current division and voltage division in a network. Okay, thank you.